As Jesus and his disciples were on their way, he came to a village where a woman named Martha opened her home to him. She had a sister called Mary, who sat at the Lord's feet listening to what he said. But Martha was distracted by all the preparations that had to be made. She came to him and asked, "Lord, don't you care that my sister has left me to do the work by myself? Tell her to help me." "Martha, Martha," the Lord answered, "you are worried and upset about many things, but few things are needed, or indeed only one. Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken away from her."
Sterling effort. Thank you, Kian. Was that the story you told on your tables? So we think so. It's one of those stories, isn't it, that we know sometimes quite well. The traditional reading, I think, in our children's storybooks has Martha bustling around the kitchen, getting ever more irritable, whilst Mary, her sister, sits serenely at Jesus' feet, not lifting a finger to help. And eventually, Martha gets to boiling point, and she confronts Jesus, accusing him of not caring about her, demanding that he intervene and get her sister to help her with the chores. And Jesus tells Martha that she is distracted by many things, and Mary has made a better choice. The problem with this traditional reading is that I think it polarizes these two sisters. It seems to scorn Martha and all of her activity. It makes her out to be a woman who cares more about dinner than she does about Jesus. While Mary, on the other hand, is held up as a bit of a paragon of virtue, sitting at Jesus' feet. And the story kind of seems to applaud Mary for leaving her sister to get on with all things alone. And those of us who are activists might find this story a little bit difficult because it seems in some ways to demean doing in favour of being in the spiritual life. And yet I want to suggest that if we read the story in this way, what we're doing is looking at it a little like those pictures. We're seeing the pattern and the print, but we're not necessarily seeing the full picture, the detail, the 3D version that is hidden there beneath the surface. And part of the problem is that we've read the story in one way for so long that we forget that we can see it in any other way. But I wonder this morning, if we were to cross our eyes a little bit like we did with those pictures and look at the story slightly skewed, I wonder if we might see something different in it, something that we've been missing up until now. And what I'd like to do is just think about two really important things from this passage that we might have missed or maybe not noticed before. And the first is a correct appreciation of who these two women, who Mary and Martha are. Because they're not just random, insignificant women. They are both disciples. They are both disciples of Jesus who have active ministries. You see, we're so familiar with the story that we might miss how remarkable it is that we are told here that Mary sits at Jesus' feet. Because that's a description of a disciple. It's usually reserved for men. We tend to read sat at Jesus' feet very literally. And therefore we picture in our minds Mary sitting literally in the scene at the feet of Jesus. But to have sat at somebody's feet is also a figurative phrase. It means to be a disciple, to learn from, to follow. And unhelpfully, in some of our modern translations, there's a little Greek word, kai, that's missed out in verse 39. It's there in the King James Version. So verse 39 that we just read should actually read that Martha had a sister Mary who also sat at the Lord's feet. And when we include that word, what we see is that both Mary and Martha sat at Jesus' feet. They were both his disciples. And so when we start and reread this story perhaps with those two things in mind, I think it shapes the story a little bit differently for us. Let's go back to verse 38 and read. As they, so Jesus and his disciples, were on their way, he came to a village where a woman named Martha opened her home to him. She had a sister called Mary, who also sat at the Lord's feet, listening to what he said. And I don't know if you can hear that, but what it does is it tells us that there's a relationship between these two sisters. They were sisters. But it also tells us they were both disciples. And actually what isn't clear from this is whether or not Mary is even there at the time this story takes place. Because it's Martha who receives Jesus into her home. Mary isn't mentioned as a co-host. And I wonder how we might reread this story if we were to consider that Martha might possibly be there alone. This might feel like a really uncomfortable, jarring idea, given the way that we tend to imagine the passage. But let's just run with this for a minute. It's Martha that's described as welcoming Jesus into her home. No mentions given of Mary, or indeed of any of the others, apart from Jesus coming in. We only know that Martha received Jesus, so there may not even have been this large meal to prepare that we tend to think this story is set around. And the idea that Mary was a disciple sitting at Jesus' feet listening, and Martha was a harried hostess working away in the background might not be quite as plausible after all. And I think our translations have done us a further bit of disservice, because it seems to paint the idea that Martha's problems are all related to being left alone to do the preparations, left alone to cook dinner. But that comes from the way that verse 40 has been translated. Kian just read for us that Martha was distracted by all the preparations that had to be made. But the Greek actually says she is distracted by much service, and it uses the word diakonion. It's very unlikely that cooking one meal equates to much service. This is much more than a feeling of being put upon in the kitchen. And we know that, don't we? Because later on in verse 41, Jesus answers her, and he describes Martha as being anxious and troubled about many things. And he uses two really strong words. Merimnas, which means anxious or distracted, and thoribaze, which is a state of clamour. So we see that Martha is experiencing serious, ongoing stress and worry related to some kind of diaconia or ministry. And so when Martha demands that Jesus come and tell Mary to come and help her, we tend to see a picture of Martha juggling pots and pans, shouting through the kitchen door, telling Jesus to tell Mary to quit daydreaming, to pull her finger out and come and lend a hand. But the reality is the strength and emotion and the types of words used in the Greek suggests that Martha is so much more. Perhaps it's more likely that she's upset because she is a disciple of Jesus, really active in her community ministry, carrying stress and pressure and anxiety because of all that she is doing and feeling that load. Martha's question to the Lord is interesting. Lord, don't you even care that my sister has left me to do all the work by myself? Maybe what she's really asking is, Jesus, you know where Mary is. Tell her to come. I need her support here. But whatever the underlying cause, as Martha shares her concerns with Jesus, he listens, he hears, and he responds. And there's something really beautiful and personal in the way that Jesus uses her name. Not once, but twice. Martha, Martha, you are worried and troubled about many things. Jesus hears what she's saying. He lets her bring her concern and her anxiety to him. But Jesus sees right to the heart of how she is feeling. He understands the state that she is in. And I wonder if there are any of us here this morning who are caught up in the burden of all they are carrying, a bit like Martha, who need to pause and to make space and time to look at Jesus, to bring those anxieties to him, to tell him what is on your heart, and to see, like Martha does, the compassion in his eyes, to hear him gently call your name, to hear Jesus acknowledge what's going on in your life, to recognize it as important, but then, as he does for Martha, to reframe her perspective and help you to see it from his point of view. And so we're going to return now to our story. Perhaps it isn't about one woman making a lot of effort to make a meal, but perhaps it's rather about a woman carrying a huge load alone who feels bowed down and desperate under the weight of that. What if Mary, her sister who used to partner with her in the gospel, has been one of those sent into a different place, perhaps with the 72 who were sent out earlier in the chapter of Luke? Perhaps the good portion that Jesus refers to, the good choice that Mary has made that won't be taken away from her, is her choice to focus on different ministry that is a better use of her gifts at this time. Well, whether we picture Mary in the house listening to Jesus or away somewhere else, I don't think it matters too much, because this story is so much more than just a spat over the washing up. There is much more. But if we focus in on Martha, Jesus describes her as being overly anxious, in a state of tumult, much more than a Gordon Ramsay kitchen pressure moment. I wonder what it is that is pressing in on Martha. What's weighing her down? We know that she's overly anxious, she's distracted, she's worried, she's stressing out. Perhaps that feels familiar to us. Whatever it is, Martha has lost her focus. Luke only offers us a snapshot of the conversation between her and Jesus. But I can't believe that as she mentions her anxiety to Jesus, I can't believe for one moment that he names it and then he walks away, leaving her in a place of even more turmoil. I imagine that he probably had a much longer conversation with her than we have recorded here. But what we do see in these short verses is Jesus showing compassion and reality towards both of his beloved disciples. One stressed about the weight of service, who wants her sister to come and help her. One who's chosen a different route. And even if we struggle to replace the dominant traditional reading with a slightly different interpretation, I think whatever periscope we read this passage through, it's unlikely that Martha is being rebuked for her hospitality. Later in Luke, Jesus says, "Who is greater, the one at the table or the one who serves? Is it not the one at the table? But I am among you as one who serves." Service isn't being denigrated and contemplation elevated here in this story. I don't believe this is a passage about devaluing the things that we do in service to God or about having an active faith, because Jesus himself says, "I come among you as one who serves." He certainly doesn't criticize Martha for preparing and helping to serve the meal later in John 12. So an interpretation of this story that gives the host a metaphorical kicking isn't just going to cut it. Reading the story as one who polarizes the sisters against one another, suggesting that action is poorer in relation to contemplation, isn't right. We know from the example and teaching and life of Jesus that discipleship calls for both. Jesus himself has seasons of intense activity, punctuated by retreat into the hills and desert places to pray. So what is it that's going on here? Well, I think that in contrast to Martha's stress and anxiety, Mary has found a place and a sense of focus. She's participating in something that Jesus says is not going to be taken away from her. Martha has lost sight of her primary call to discipleship because of all the stress of doing. We can only speculate about what was going on, the relationship between the two sisters. But what we can see is that the solution to Martha's anxiety isn't going to be found in Mary. Martha needs to see this. And the way that Jesus responds to both Martha and Mary offers them a new freedom, a new way of relating. Whether we run with the traditional picture of both women being in the house together, or a view that sees Mary serving somewhere else in a different way, this passage is about two disciples, both being invited into deeper freedom and faith. It's not a passage where the active life is slapped down and the contemplative one is put up on a pedestal. It's about two disciples being invited to reframe both of their mission and their ministry and their activity around Jesus. Like Martha, I wonder if we're invited this morning to look at the things that we are anxious about, to reassess the things that we are finding stressful, to reassess them in light of Jesus and to ask him for his help, to have a think about our coping strategies, to see where perhaps we have got things a little out of kilter, to recognize where we are doing too much in our own strength and in our own energy, and where we need to serve more out of a place of refreshment and encounter with Jesus. I wonder if, like Martha, we need to remember to bring our frustrations to Jesus, to hear what he has to say about them. But I wonder, are we being attentive enough to listen to what he might say in the midst of all our busyness? Or perhaps, like Mary, we are being invited into something new, in which case we might have to leave some of the other things behind. And saying no isn't always easy, is it? So perhaps the challenge in this story for us today is to consider where we need to say no, where we need to flex. But most importantly, I think this story reminds us that Mary had chosen what is better, and she'd chosen what is better because she sat at Jesus' feet, because she was his disciple, living and choosing things in the light of who he is. Hopefully, you might be tempted to look at the story of Mary and Martha this week and to reframe it, to rephrase it, and to consider what Jesus is saying to you through this familiar story. What is hidden in there for you today?